Hi everyone, thanks for watching another one of my videos, tuning in. Happy 2024 to everybody. Apart from, yes, there is a lot of other music that I'm into these days, but if I go back to the 70s and think of the albums that really affected me and still have quite a big impact on my life, there is one other album that kind of floats my boat, if you like. So I think it's a very important album for the band that did it. I think it reflected a high point in the band's career, and they went off on a different tangent afterwards. The reason why I'm talking about it is because this has come out, and it's The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway by Genesis. So yeah, so I bought the album pretty much the year it came out. I've still got the album, same copy. Loved it. I loved the live shows, and although I never went to one, so I loved the bootlegs from the tour, the theatrics, as well as the songwriting and the playing. Just fantastic, so creative, very interesting. So my copy of the vinyl is actually porcupine cut pressing, and it sounds really nice. It's been played multiple times, so it's got the odd pop and crackle on it now, but this new version, the 75th anniversary pressing, is really worth getting. Sound wise, it's absolutely incredible. What you've got is the whole album over 4 LPs. They play at 45 RPM, so obviously you have a lot more turning over to do to listen to the whole thing. So from that point of view, the effect is not quite as pleasing as putting the CD on, for instance, when you listen to the whole thing or half of it without interruption. But as I say, the sound quality is much improved on this pressing. What they've done with the packaging is the same cover front and back, but the LPs are housed in like a book style gatefold. So the first couple of pages have the story, and then the next couple have the first half of the lyrics, and then the last couple the rest of the lyrics. The LPs themselves aren't housed in any sort of inner sleeves or anything. You just get these plastic anti-static ones. They've copied the original Charisma, or not the original Charisma, but the classic Charisma label with the Mad Hatter on it. And yeah, so the only things in addition you get are a couple of inserts to do with the 75th anniversary. So you get a double-sided sheet. These are sort of generic things, they're not specific to the album itself. And then there's a little sort of catalogue from Acoustic Sounds, we're releasing these interesting reissues. So I do enjoy the story, and I really enjoy the lyrics with the music in terms of the way they express what's happening. And I think all the band playing on top form. So I just think it's a classical album, and all the Gabriel era Genesis stuff is great, of course, and some of the non-Gabriel Genesis stuff is good also. I love Wind and Wuthering. It was the first time I saw them in '77. And then there were three. It's not as bad as I think some people have said it was, but and then Duke, starting to get a bit difficult. Half good, half, shall we say, awful. And then we're getting into the world of pop, which I can't keep my interest going, I'm afraid. It's too much effort to enjoy it. But then in '84, great live shows for the Mammoth Tour. But love for Genesis really is mainly with Gabriel, and to me peaks on this album. Selling England was fantastic. I do really enjoy that album as well, and the live shows from that period. But I just think they moved so much further forward with the Lamb in development, and it just shows you that how a band can develop quite quickly when they've got the creative nous to do it, and the freedom to do it, of course. So anyway, it's a fantastic album, classic album. I'll always love it, and had to get this version of it to play and listen to in its new form. So definitely worth checking out and getting. For me, the sound is worth it. I mean, I don't have the expensive hi-fis that you probably need to get the full value of it but from my kind of pretty ordinary stuff, it's quite extraordinarily good. There's bits that I not heard before, not noticed before, and yeah, super nice. So just wanted, as I say, it's an excuse to revisit my Landmines Down on Broadway stuff that I've got. So moving on from the Lamb, Gabriel has done some fantastic solo music, follows his career, Seen him a few times. I haven't seen the last tour. Going through a period of not going to shows, really affected by COVID, I suppose, but lots of other reasons why I don't. I feel I want to go to concerts these days. Anyway, you can see most of the shows that he's done on YouTube in pretty good quality. But bootleg wise, I thought it was interesting to see this come out. So Casino brought this out a little while ago now, and what it is, it's a 2 LP set from Verona and Milan in I think it was May on the tour, and they basically put all the tracks from the new project, the inside outside thingy that he's been releasing piecemeal from the 2 shows, choosing the best recordings of the selected tracks, and then on the last side you get In Your Eyes and Be Co, but the rest of it is the new material. From what I can glean, it's pretty much every track. I think there was 12 tracks, with the exception of So Much, which he didn't play live as far as I know, certainly didn't on these nights, but what he did play was What Lies Ahead, so that's been included here. That was a track I think he did back in 2013, 14 I think, but he's completed the lyrics on it and sort of done it now as a proper track. It's quite a mellow track, but quite nice to hear something unreleased. So anyway, yes, so I thought I'd get this, and it's nice coloured vinyl. They're marbled vinyls. The first one's pink, and it's got a bit of marbling in it, nothing too spectacular. But the second one, as you might imagine, is yellow, but this time we've got some really nice marbling effects. So hopefully you can see that. There's a bit of red, green, a bit of black, flecked marbling. So really lovely disc. They're good quality audience recordings. So as I say, as a bootleg of the new material, I think it's a really good idea. Don't really need the old stuff. We've got live versions of the other tracks that he was doing, pretty much. So yeah, I thought that was a nice release, and it sort of follows on from encouraged me really to revisit my Gabriel area Genesis love. This was limited to 300 copies, mine was 138, and yeah, so it's a good release if you see it. Okay, so that's it from me till next time. Thanks for watching.